Hi, I am Mel from Rascals.
Nice to meet you, Mel.
Nice to meet you too. Oh, what time is it over there? 6:30?
It's hang on. 6:45 in the evening. So.
Oh, okay. Well, here, if you don't mind, I have a few questions to ask you.
Absolutely, far away. Go for it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so first question: what is the story behind Canterbury? Like, how did it all begin?
Well, it all began about 6 years ago or so when we were at school. Three of us went to school together. The other guy in the band, Mike, he went to a college that was kind of close by.
Okay.
And we just all, like most bands, shared a love for music, shared a love for writing music, listened to all the same type of thing, started writing together, started playing together, started going to shows, realising that's exactly what we want to do with our lives.
Awesome. So
on leaving school, we decided to kind of take it a bit more seriously, recorded an album, which was our first album, Thank You. Couple of years later, we finally got around to releasing it after hitting the touring circuit quite hard around the UK, and then we stuck it up on the internet for free download in 2009.
I have it.
That's kind of where things really started to sort of get serious for us.
Yeah.
Had a pretty decent number of downloads, albeit it's a free record, so we can't say that everyone liked it that downloaded it, but that's cool. From there we kind of just carried on touring, made a bunch of friends within the UK band scene, and here we are now, kind of having just released our second record last year. So
I know, that's awesome. Congrats on that whole second record, by the way. So
thank you very much. Yeah,
definitely, I have it. Just okay. But anyway, what would you say is your inspiration behind the latest album, Heavy in the Day? What?
Yeah, it's kind of we draw inspiration from so many places, really. I mean, lyrically and kind of the themes running through the record is kind of about addressing the subject of whether we're kind of making the most of the time we're given, I guess, on this planet, and whether we're just ending up wasting our days kind of waiting for the next good thing, or whether we're going out and really grabbing it with both hands, you know. So
yeah,
I mean, it's kind of a common issue within people's minds. I guess everyone kind of can relate to that, and
oh, absolutely.
And we definitely feel it. I mean, when you're in a band and you put so much time and effort and so much of your passion into doing it, that it really kind of you're just always craving the next step, always craving what's coming next, and you can never be truly satisfied until you kind of step back and think, oh, I have actually achieved quite a lot with this. And it's kind of that whole feeling of like, are we really making the most of it, and are we doing this? So from a personal level, it's there, but kind of just a universal message, really.
Absolutely, I can relate to that. I think everybody can. That's why it's so cool. Yeah, definitely. Okay, and also, how would you say your writing process has changed from when you first started out to kind of now with the latest album? Would you say you've progressed a lot, or?
Yeah, hell of a lot. In terms of the actual songs coming out, I mean, the style of them is we're a much tighter unit than we were when it comes to songwriting. I mean, our songwriting's always been pretty collaborative. It's kind of three of us in the band that kind of write the tunes, and someone will come along maybe with a chorus, and then another one of us will just have a perfect verse to just fit with that, and it will just gel together real nice. But I mean, yeah, the way we write songs hasn't necessarily changed a huge amount. I mean, the forming of them, but the songs themselves, I mean, we've grown up a lot. We kind of, you learn to be better musicians individually, but also you learn to gel better as a band together. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And also, okay, I'm a big fan of Gloria. It's one of my favorite songs. What would you say is the inspiration behind that one? Because that's one of my favorites.
That one is kind of, I think my cat might be about to photobomb this interview, just to let you know.
Please let her photobomb.
From the left, and he might jump in. But
let's see if you could show her. She can make a cameo.
Gloria is a tune. It's kind of about two people maybe in a relationship, not necessarily for the right reasons, maybe crossing some lines that shouldn't be crossed. Not necessarily a personal kind of story there, I wouldn't say, but what it's about, and we find quite a lot of people can relate to that one, and it's kind of, the message like, do you want to dance tonight? It's like, we might be doing this a bit wrong, but
No, but I totally
it's strong enough there, you know.
completely awesome. And by the way, if your cat wants to make a little cameo, totally.
He's just disappeared again. Actually,
Oh really? What's his name?
We'd get him. He's called Mike.
Oh, oh, that's so cute. That's awesome. Well, tell Mike I said hi.
I will.
Also, question: what would you say is your earliest memory? Mike can be involved as well, in there if you want.
What earliest memory?
Yeah, it as a band, or even like just you personally yourself. What would you say? Think about it.
For some reason, I think one of my earliest memories myself is I must have been like 2 years old. What's the average of knowing your earliest memory? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Like,
I feel like
you know, when you're 2 years old. You know those trampolines you get with the little handle that you hold on to and like you just bounce.
Yeah.
I think that's probably one of my earliest memories is bouncing on one of those. But I haven't really thought about it before. It's a bit of a hazy blur there. But as a band, I mean, James and I, James, the guitarist in the band, he and I started writing songs together when we were about 13 years old. We were just starting at secondary school here in the UK, and that's like 12, 13 years old. And we both decided we wanted to learn the guitar, and rather than like learning a bunch of other people's songs, we literally just went straight into the songwriting. And they're pretty awful songs, but I still remember lines from them, and I still remember.
Let me hear one.
I'm definitely not, unfortunately, going to disclose any of that. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe
one day.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and then another one. What would you say you personally is like your major goal that you wanted to have completed throughout your life?
Again, band-wise, I guess you probably mean. I like it's kind of attainable right now, I'd say, but I just want to kind of live on a tour bus. Like we've done a lot of touring up and down the UK, and we ride around in a van, you know, like shoulder to shoulder, and that's amazing. It's so incredible getting to see all these different places. But ever since I've been a fan of music and been going to shows, and you know, just when that big tour bus is sitting outside the venues, and you just think like, one day I'm gonna be in one of those. And we still haven't quite got to that stage where we're at the tour bus level, and that's kind of like going to be a seriously big life tick box.
Absolutely.
Checked off when that happens. But as more of a real Everest for me, it's probably going to be headlining Brixton Academy.
Oh, okay, very nice.
London. Would be an enormous milestone.
That's awesome. You'll get there.
Quite far off, yeah, but
I believe you'll do it. I have faith. Also, what would you say is the best piece of advice you've ever received? With music or just personally?
I don't know where I received it, but I sometimes give it every now and then to people that kind of say, like, well, in music terms anyway, kind of like, what would you suggest to people trying out or starting out in a band and that? And I kind of always think that the only sure way to fail is to give up. So, like, people kind of say as a cliche, like, oh, just keep going and you'll get there eventually. But that is just completely true. Like,
yeah,
you can make it maybe if you keep pushing away, but if you give up, you're definitely going to fail. Like, that's the one kind of.
I agree completely. Words to live by.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I really like that one. I might have to steal that from you.
Yeah, no, steal away.
Gladly. Okay, now I'm going to ask you another thing. Are you ready?
Yes.
Lay on me your best American accent.
Oh my God,
do it,
I don't know if I can do that.
I bet you can. You kind of did it right there.
Are we talking about like California, or are we talking about like Texas?
Oh, you do Texas. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so good. Here.
I don't know. Yeah, there's I don't know whether there's any more I can do. Like
that was pretty good.
New York. You can.
Oh my gosh, it's funny. You're pretty good at it. You're not bad.
Yeah. I don't know what region you'd say I'm necessarily from with my American accent, but
it definitely you achieved it. You were very good at it. It's so funny.
Let me hear your best British then.
You want to hear my best? Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good. I'll try. Pip pip cheerio, British. Hello, pop it, Big Ben, tippity top.
I was ready for you to say something about tea with the Queen. But...
Tea with the Queen with big hots and tea and sip sip Pop cherry. Yep, that was terrible. Oh my gosh.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
Oh
Very
my
well
god.
spoken.
We could switch places if you want. You could do like in New York, and I'll do tip tip cheerio. It's going to.
Is that what we say?
I don't know. Maybe that's what the word on the street is in America. Let's hear. All right, craziest tour story. Do you have any? Or fan experience that you were just like, whoa, crazy.
This always catches me off guard, this question. See, when I go up to it.
That's what my job is.
Crazy. I kind of like to make it quite cryptic, really. We, I don't know if you guys, well, I think they're kind of making waves over in the States now, the band You Me at Six.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are quite good friends with us. We've been on tour with them a couple of times. And there was a game that involved a backstage room, an orange.
Oh, my.
And a bottle of rum and a bottle of whiskey. And I can't really say much more than that.
Oh, boy.
But that was probably my craziest tour story. But it's kind of got sort of like 100-year silence on it. So.
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to crack open that.
But it was, that was quite fun.
That sounds pretty fun. That's awesome. Okay, so what would you say are your upcoming plans for the next month, and or even years, foreseeing what you want to do with Canterbury?
Yeah, well, we're currently right in the middle of writing a bunch of new songs, and kind of just mere weeks away. I'd say a couple of weeks away from kind of announcing what's going to be next for us, and I'd like to be able to just spill all the beans right now, but that would probably just.
If you want to, by all means, spill some beans.
So a couple of weeks' time, we're going to be kind of announcing everything, but we're hitting the road again, doing a couple of weeks in Europe with a Canadian band, Rascals.
Oh,
yeah,
check them out.
And then coming back over to the UK to do a headline run for the second half of April. From then, we're kind of just going to be releasing a bunch of new music, hopefully some festivals throughout the summer. And then onwards to a release of a third record.
Awesome.
And I'm hoping that one will take us maybe international. Maybe we can come and do an interview face to face rather than over Skype, and we'll actually be there, as a band. Maybe.
Definitely. Please. So do you think if you were to come to the U.S. and do a U.S. tour, who would you want to be on it? If you could have anyone in the history of ever.
Probably.
Go on tour with for the U.S.
Probably. In a realistic world, I've honestly always had this dream of touring the States with Jimmy Eat World.
Oh, oh my gosh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, because that's
Huge
just
fan.
A straight up amazing band. There's no
that would be awesome.
Facade or anything with those guys. It's just sick music and nothing more. That's it.
I completely agree. I've seen Jimmy Eat World, and they were.
And I can imagine them showing us a pretty good time around the States. That kind of band,
Yeah, absolutely.
But maybe more unrealistically, I wouldn't mind supporting Fleetwood Mac.
Oh my God, Stevie Nicks, please! That would be really cool. Yeah. What have you always wanted to say in an interview, but no one had ever asked you? What's a fact that you just want everybody to know?
I still have a baby tooth.
Do you? Can we see? Oh.
That little one down there.
Hey, it's so. I know, I got closer to the camera.
But yeah, that's if people say name a fact about you, that would be it. Because there was just never a big tooth under there to push it up, so I still have a baby tooth.
It's a little guy, just great.
Just chilling. It's not going anywhere.
That's actually really awesome.
I think it is too.
I'm honored to be one of the people to see it first.
There you go.
Thank you. All right, one last one. What do you believe art is? If you could define art for yourself, what is art?
From quite a weird question to a very deep question.
I know.
It's just an expression, isn't it? It's a personal expression of. I think it's here we go. Let's get deep. It's so there's everything in the conscious mind, right?
Yeah.
That you talk about in a conversation or whatever, and I kind of feel like art is everything that's in the subconscious, everything that actually comes from the soul and the heart comes out express. And obviously some people are better at expressing it than others. Maybe some people are artists and other people aren't, but the same stuff is inside everyone. The same inner feelings and all that. And I think art is probably just that escaping out of the body into the conscious mind rather than just staying in that subconscious effect. So like, if someone's amazing at painting a picture, you think like, how did you do that? Like, where did that even come from? You know, those people that are like kids and they can already draw like better than someone that's been drawing for like 20 years. Yeah. And that's just like, that is art. That's right inside them from the very start.
Yeah, raw, completely who they are.
Yeah, exactly. But not everyone can maybe tap into it. That's why it's art. That's why it's like, can be so unique.
No, I totally agree. That was the best answer I've heard in a while.
Well, thanks. I really had to think on my feet there, to be honest.
Good.
I wasn't expecting such a philosophical question.
You're welcome. Anytime. Well, tell Mike I said hi.
I will.
Give him my best. And it was great talking with you. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your evening.
Thank you very much for interviewing me. It was great.
Well, hopefully you better come to the U.S. so we can see and have a real interview.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. As soon as we're there, we'll hit you up.
Please do.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.